And guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be covering the game that just happened earlier today between the Northampton Saints and the Vodacom Bulls. Now, the Saints went to South Africa, first time ever, first time playing in that climate, first time actually having to go up against a South African team on their own home grounds, and they put in a solid performance, coming away with the win, 31 over Vodacom Bulls 21. Both teams actually played pretty well. The Saints were just able to manage to really push and get everything over the line. They had a pretty solid performance today. You're looking at players like Hendy, you're looking at players like Juan Augustus playing back on his home ground, and then Tommy Freeman coming away with 2 tries. Absolutely brilliant. Back end of the second half, really solidifying that the game for the Saints. This is the kind of performances that we want to be seeing the Saints put in, week out, and we don't always necessarily tend to get this. I'm happy that they are showing this in the Champions Cup, but this needs to become more consistent, because if they can't do this consistent, how are they going to be able to not only play domestic but international rugby as well, going away to countries like South Africa, which is a 11-hour flight one way, and I know that very well. If you're lucky, you're getting a straight one way, you're looking 11 hours. So looking at that, the travel is difficult, the climate is completely different, the weather is completely different. So considering the performance that they put in for where they are, and not being fully adjusted to it, was an absolutely brilliant performance. I just really hope that they are able to now work on this and really start bringing this back in to home form, bringing it back home, because you look at Leicester just absolutely ran through the Sharks today, which I wasn't honestly expecting. I was expecting the Sharks to really come through strong, but that didn't happen. Now you look at the entire game. Kane Moody, I always love watching his games. They had tries from Cameron Honeycomb, which brilliant. He is one of these players that I just absolutely love watching. And then Kutsia got the other one. Goosen's converting the 3 tries. Relatively simple. Got the job done. But ultimately, the Saints were just better on the day. Not to say that the Bulls couldn't have won it. There were points in the game where I was honestly thinking, shit, this might actually happen. But the Saints held in strong. The players that played, I'm not necessarily going to say that it was good, it was bad. I think they all round they had a pretty good day at the office, and this is both Bulls and the Saints. It's just who was slightly better on the day, and that was the Saints. So I really liked watching the game. It was a hard fought game, just on a general basis. It was a very hard fought game, from the rucks to the mauls to the scrums. Very hard fought game, and players really had to put extra. And this is what makes it just that little bit more impressive, is because they are doing it in South Africa, with the South African climate, right? Everybody knows in England you are lucky to have 30 degree weather, and people are people are sweating and trying to find cover. In South Africa, that is a normal basis. The climate is completely different to England. Never mind playing rugby at the highest level. Coming from that to this, and then it's just so completely different. And I'm not saying it's an excuse for the Bulls, as a reason why they didn't win, but ultimately the Saints were better on the day. Technically they were 9 points better on the day, but any other day that could have been, the scales could have been tipped either way. So let me know who you think is your who was your player of the match, and I want to know what your thoughts are on the calls made by the ref. Right? Do you feel that the refereed that game correctly, and whether he made the correct decisions? So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If you guys do want to see more rugby content, please like and subscribe. And on that note, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.